Alright, so this is liquid nitrogen in the container. Things to keep an eye out for. If you ever see frost, don't touch it.
Burn.
Mouth and eyes, be very, very careful. When we were talking about the lead and frost effects, so you guys know what for me? You slowly pour it, it's going to feel cool.
He's already doing it.
There you go.
Keep doing it, keep doing it.
You'll see.
Doing it, keep doing it, doing it.
See that liquid? How it's just kind of rolling off? I mean, that's the lead and frost effects. Alright? So, I'm making 2 cocktails. One's just going to be muddled and one's going to be not. Oh, muddler. Yes.
Oh, muddler. This is very important. If we're using a muddler and we know that we're freezing things, do you want to use a muddler?
No.
Please don't. Thank you. There's 2 types of muddlers that we use. We usually use the wood ones. Or if you're going to use plastic, there's only one plastic muddler that can be used for liquid nitrogen, and it's the BAM. And that's the badass muddler. This is the Cocktail Kingdom BAM. They actually designed this for lots of wonderful things, but in the inclusion of Dave Arnold using liquid nitrogen muddling. I know, I'm just going to leave it at that. They actually designed this so that it can withstand liquid nitrogen muddling. This is like the muddler.
Lots of wonderful things.
Lots of wonderful things. Get your mind out of the gutter, boys.
Big belly bartender, let's see that in the bar.
Okay, nephew.
Cool. I got it. So, we have basil leaves in our tin, or any type of leafy herb. What you want to do is you want to just pour a little bit of nitrogen in there, enough to cover the leaves.
Pour it as you can see.
Yep. Start slow. You want that smoke to pour off, and then you'll see the liquid start coming out. Okay, you don't want to just go ahead and dump. Okay. Now, important. When you go to muddle, you don't smash. Okay. All you want to do
You
is
want to make sure the liquid nitrogen does not splash out.
slowly press and twist. Okay.
You guys hear
Very
that?
important. Does everyone hear that? That's the sound you want. Also, whenever you're muddling, I always keep everyone's parts away from this, and I always cover my hand right here. So if anything does splash up, it's going to hit my hand and bounce back in. It's not going to splash up into somebody's eye. Very important. So all you want to do is slowly press down on these leaves, and you'll hear them crush.
And you can grind that. Like, you literally want to grind it. You're not going to bruise it. You're not going to damage it. There's nothing going on there.
Now I have a little bit of smoke, but all the liquid nitrogen's burned off. Remember what I said about the frost? Please don't touch that. Also, if you have too much liquid nitrogen and your tin's frost up, rinse the outside under a little bit of hot water. It'll go right away. So everyone wants to take a look and see what that looks like?
Smells good.
Like herb powder.
Yeah, there are some.
No, that's this one. So another thing about liquid nitrogen is that it's always expanding, it's always releasing gas, so it can't be in a pressurized container. It has to be in a dewar, in a container that can escape gas. The other thing is it's always displacing oxygen. So if you're going to go hang out in a closed room with liquid nitrogen, you're going to pass out and possibly die. So make sure that you're in a well-ventilated room. Essentially, don't fill your car with liquid nitrogen. Go for a drive. Don't go hang out in the bathroom with liquid nitrogen.
It's not my best friend.
It's it's your friend, but it's dangerous. It's one of those friends that you know to keep your distance from.
So once you have that powder, it's a matter of just making your cocktail like you normally would. Right here, I'm doing our version of a daiquiri.
So, question, being that the liquid nitrogen is already cold, do you still add ice in the cocktail?
So we're going to talk about that too. So if you use liquid nitrogen to chill your cocktail, would you have water dilution? Would the cocktail taste good? You have to have water dilution for a cocktail to taste good. So you don't want to chill with liquid nitrogen. If you have too much liquid nitrogen in there left, and you add your ingredients, not only will you have a low wash line, because you won't have proper dilution, your cocktail will taste too astringent. So you don't want to use the liquid nitrogen to chill your cocktail. You want to use the liquid nitrogen to muddle the herbs.
Whenever you're doing this, double strain or fine strain. No one likes green stuff stuck all up in their teeth. This is just the regular. It's not a sexy look, you know. What?
We didn't salt these.
Kind of look like matcha.
Yeah. Very different color.
Yeah, the straw taste these. You perceive a difference in the freshness and the bitterness of the basil. Nope, just taste.
You guys got straws down here?
Limes, for one, I discovered that you guys have seeds in your limes. Yeah. My mind was like,
That's kind of natural.
I learned that making drinks the other day. I'm making drinks and everyone's like, ooh, and I tasted it and I was like, oh my god, what is that? So regionally, fruit is different. So for us, also seasonally, that's why I was talking about citric acid and why it's so important for us. Another one of the tools that we use is called a refractometer. I'll show you a picture of one. They're pretty cheap. They're about $20 and it shows the sugar level and acidity.
When you saw me pour it on my skin was dry. If my skin was wet, that would not happen. It will freeze and stick to you.
Forever and ever.
Without a nice burn, so.
Yeah, it's not a comfortable burn. It's very uncomfortable. It hurts like hell. When you get it on your tongue, like I've burned myself, and when it's cool. Yeah, so that's why I say don't serve anyone anything that's foaming or boiling or anything like that. It does displace. It does go away.
Empty? It's empty.
Yeah, it's empty.